Hi, and welcome to this short video about the building of a remote station. This is a short introduction. I will explain how the idea started up and so on, and sorry for background noise and so on, and sorry for bad English. I hope I will make myself understandable. Anyway, I make this in English because I got several other ham operators who may be interested in this. Well, the idea. Well, first of all, I got I'm living in the central town of Helsingborg, sorry, in the south Sweden, and I have a really noisy environment here in the city and limited antennas. But I have also the opportunity to remotely control a station in the northern part or middle part of Sweden, depending how you look at it. It's in the Sierra Mike free area of Sweden, and I also have put up the remote equipment at the club I'm a member of, so I can remotely control two stations. But the one in Sierra Mike free area is a really good station. Well, so is the club as well, but I always feel like I'm occupying it too much. We are three operators that use that QTAs, but it's me and two others, the owner, Sierra Mike free Radio Alpha Bravo, Ulf, and I always feel like he is the one who gets less time on the station. Me and the other one is occupying it most. So I have always felt like, if I run a contest or something, now I am taking too much time, and the other one who wants remote it, I feel like now I'm taking time from him. He wants to shade some DX and so on. So I always wanted to have some other solution as well. And my brother visit here and in Helsingborg, and we talked a little. And my brother and my nephew and his family and my brother's family living in the place I grew up. And it's in the countryside in Sierra Mike free area. Really good location, no much interference and so on. And we started out talking that I maybe could put up something at my nephew. Well, the project started. I was thinking about a small solution like a pipe antenna, a pipe mast or something, tube or something simple, and simple antennas. But then my brother, then I got to hang up a really good mast, a tower, for a really nice price, and so I bought that one. And he also made the solution, so I got it transferred to that place from Sierra Mike 2 area, quite distant. So it was a really nice deal. So that tower is a tiltable tower and also a telescopic one. So at full size it's maybe around 18 meters high, without the top for the top above the rotator, the pipe, but I don't know the name. And then my brother's it was we replanned the whole location, and then we put it at my brother's home instead. A little better location. Everything were a little bit better, a little bit higher. The QTH is around I think it's 110 or 112 meters above sea level, something maybe a little bit higher, I don't remember now. But and the location were much easier to get to, and well, so we decided to put it up at my brother instead. So I went up to the northern part now on my vacation, and then the project took start to raise the tower, put up the antenna, and the antenna is a cubic, no, it's not, it's a spider quad. It's a 2-element spider quad for 3 bands, and we also put up a small 3-element 6 meter 3-element Yagi for 6 meter, and well, a wire antenna for 40 and 80, and also a vertical 5 meters vertical diamond. I don't remember what its name is, 510 something, NX 510 for 2 and 70 centimeters, 2 meters and 70 centimeters. But more about that in this video. Just I wanted to explain a little bit how and why and so on, and there were several others helping, but mostly and I was also lucky that my nephew is an escalator driver, so he borrowed from his work an escalator and a quite big tractor, so we had the opportunity to put the tower up. The foundation, we did not use any concrete or anything. We used a steel fundament that we placed in the ground. More about that later on in this little video. So I will say thank you for watching so far, and I hope you enjoy. I will try to explain over the video. It's going to be a mix between video clips, and it's going to be some pictures, and I hope to explain as much as I can. I hope you find it enjoyable. If not, well, too bad, but that's life. Can't enjoy everything. Hi. So let's get started. Well, my brother had already started to prepare the foundation, and he welded the 2 bars at the bottom of the shaft and 2 bars about 2 meters up going the other direction for support. I will tell you more about it when we come to that. And we started to clear the working area so we didn't get ticks, and to make it more accessible. And my nephew Jim started to dig, and well, he's a really good escalator driver, but then of course it's his occupation, so but I were not that good. I made a try, and as you can see, I'm not that smooth. I guess I had to be doing it at least one day to get it at least somewhat smooth, but it was fun to try. We had an accident, not my fault though. We poked a hole in stormwater pipe, but my brother fixed it, no problem, but it took delayed us a little, but finally we got the foundation, and here you can see if the bars above that I was talking about. We used those bars not only to get it a little bit stable, we used it to put heavy rocks on. We had several rocks, about maybe 400 kilo of rocks at the bottom. Here is Ulf doing some adjustments, and we had then we filled it with filled the holes with soil up to the next bars, as you can see here. It's just what my nephew is doing at this moment, and then we put rocks above the other bars on the shaft there, also about 400 kilo, maybe more, so around 800 kilo rocks. You can see some of the rocks there. Is holding it down as well. He give it a little bit more stable and a little weight on it. Because now the soil is kind of loose, but it takes a winter or two, and then it will be really firm. And we put the tower on the shaft. We had some problems, took a while, and some parts were a little bit bent due to the delivery, but it worked fine. We adjusted it and started to build antennas. Here's the 6 meter Yagi, 3 element, just a small Yagi, but it works. And here we started to build the spider quad. The first parts was quite easy, handleable, but then it got a bit harder. It's quite big, so we had some problems. We used our rooftop of the garage to access some parts, and sometimes we had to turn it around, and it was well, it was a little bit nervous, but it held up really good, and I think it's a quite beautiful antenna. Of course, I'm colored by it's mine antenna, but I think the construction is quite beautiful to say. It's fed with the gamma match, and also you can adjust the SVR not only with the gamma match. You can also turn some I can't remember the name now, the English name for it, but you can see it here. You can adjust with those, and the SVR were super. My friend Ulf did the soldering, I did other jobs, and I taped it and so on. And we had a try with it on the ground as it stand now. I had a 5.9 QSO with Ireland, not beaming out our direction exactly either. So it worked really good on the ground even. Perfect SVR on all 3 bands. It's for 10, 20 and 15 of course. Here I have mounted the 6 meter Yagi, and after we did not pull any coax inside the tower, because the wire for raising the tower and so on is inside, and it limited space inside the tower, so we took the coax outside the tower instead, just to be sure we didn't harm it when raising it and so on. And it was time to put the spider quad on the tower. Here is Jim working on fixating the coax. He was lightweight, so he could do that job. As you see, we used a ladder just to hold it up there, and of course the tractor as well, but it went quite smooth and better than I thought. I was thinking this would be the hard time. And now we are raising the tower. We used the tractor as support, but we mostly used a winch to wire it up. But it went okay. And here it's raising. All this took a little bit longer than we had counted for, because we had some problems with the pipe, the stormwater pipe and so on. So it took a few days more, but around a week to get the tower up. Here is Ulf doing some adjustments, and well, it worked really good, and it was time to fix the remote equipment, and we used remote rig. Here I'm doing some job on the rotator box, and this web switch is for changing antenna. It's for antenna switch and also handling the rotator. And we put it all inside of a metal box there in the barn, and well, it worked really good. And all our equipment is, as I said, remote rig equipment. And well, used with the 4G, and here you can see it's a final result of the antenna and tower being raised, and you can also see the Windom antenna I'm using for 40 and 80. It's a feeding point 9 meters up, but the ends has to be a little bit more above the ground, but that will be adjusted. So that's the story, and thank you all for watching. Take care, 73.